There were some beautiful views from the plane yesterday. That's what I should be filming, but remember, I need my therapy when I interact with the people primates, with the 99.996% of you. Yeah, I woke up kind of rough on these very hard angled. I mean, there's probably other parts of the airport that would have had more comfortable places to sleep, because my proto-society requires I spend 13 hours here before flying from one part of the province to the other part of the province. I hear this morning people picking up, I think, recycling with their buggies on this floor. Super loud. I mean, there's carpets. You can try to get a little bit of the carpet on the way, but it's loud. So I come out of the bathroom, I go in line for the Tim Horton. It's not even busy yet, like there's barely people sitting in here, but a big line for the Tim Horton. And there's a beautiful young woman in a wheelchair. I would have liked to talk to her, but she said she didn't think she was going to make her plane if she waited for the line, so she left. Guy behind me, there's like really nobody there, there's just our line. And as soon as she moves out of the line, like I don't even have time to talk to her, he says, "Are you in line?" It's like, what the hell? Do you want me to take 2 extra steps where we'll be in line for like 20 minutes? Like it's, I don't know if he's from India, that guy, or I don't know. And then I asked her, I said, "Oh, will you be coming back?" And no, man, I would have, she's beautiful, beautiful lady in a wheelchair. You know that movie 37 Seconds is like, I'd marry that girl right away. She's just, in that movie, the character and the actress that plays her, both are so, you can't be that consistently good a person, caring a person, strong a person, without being a wonderful wife. Man, I tell you, that would have been, was it Japanese, based on a real story, Japanese woman in a wheelchair that I would marry any second. Anyways, so while I'm in line, not zoning out on technology, is I notice a coffee spill building, and I kind of get the attention of a Filipino lady, and she seems upset as if I'm some old rude guy who wants to, when she's busy making people happy with coffee and sugar transactions. Oh, then she notices the spill that's still going on both sides of the counter. It's already on the floor on her side. This is a C-wing at the Vancouver airport, So it's like accumulating on the floor on the side, that we are, the customers, and on their side, and on the counter, and behind the fence that slides in and out. This is going to be a big mess to clean up. Like, for a long time it was, I would say there's like 12 cups of coffee on the floor, at least. Anyways, so they kind of hint that they're going to bring a yellow plastic thing, maybe clean it up, maybe not. So I had to go put a chair from there, because people are going to walk into it. One guy I'm pointing, he works here, wears a reflective vest. He's going to walk into it. He still drops like an empty plastic thing of butter on the floor, and he knows. No way he didn't hear that fall beside the coffee. He just doesn't care, right? In the bathroom, wasn't like that yesterday, but the thing you put your rolls of toilet paper flows back up the door, and there's a key, a very simple key, but it's not turned. Instead, there's a third toilet paper jam that you can't turn them. I put the third little toilet paper somewhere else, and I close the door, and I kind of make it kind of not pop out, but I mean, you still would need to put something the shape of that key and turn it tighter. But I know that's beyond the training. So I'm upset that the customers could slide. And again, Filipino culture, majoritively at that Tim Horton and most, is that it has to, continue with business. Business has to move. Somebody might fall on their head, and they're still opening the cash right beside that and saying, "Oh, be careful with that, eh?" And nobody's cleaning it up. It's like safety will never come before nonsense of business. So pretty much for me, it's like just the accent of any Filipino person just really triggers me, and just the other lack of accountability in their culture, going everywhere around the world and bringing that lack of accountability. It's one of the examples, that we don't manage things like future generations, or we can't have an impact on our own cultures, and we just don't talk as supposed adults about the right things. So, yeah, so it upsets me. So the guy in line, like when I go get the chair, I said, yes, I'm still in line. I'm just going to get that chair to warn people that are barely awake like me, but that I still have a human level sense of observation. So when I get to the counter, I say, I'm going to make a prediction, I said to the lady, a different Filipina, older lady. I said, I predict I'm going to pay for my order. She said, of course, otherwise you don't get it. I said, because I'm the one that noticed your mess, and it would have been a lot bigger if I didn't notice it. And she didn't. So she understood what I'm talking about, except she didn't want to go into that conversation. So of course I paid for my order. While some of their staff will be cleaning this for a while, that means it still impairs their ability to enjoy the caffeine sugar transactions, because of me. There'd be more, right? Because their counter's like a mess in the back too. So, will I forever be traumatized by how much interactions I've had with Filipinos? Yeah, and like there's more. It's not just on Vancouver Island, other places. It's just, what if a Filipina girl would really want to date me, and what if she's really different than the norm? She knows the toxicity of her culture, and I don't know if I could give her a chance. It's really like, when you observe such a lack of humanity, and it's discussed and it's embraced by a culture, I don't think you can manage an exception, the trauma, the disappointment of a species that I share DNA with. Yes, because they're the same as me. They're just different ethnicity, different culture. But like people that are white, they make different decisions about becoming human or not becoming human, going through the maturation process or business as usual.